Welcome along, everybody. I am Maree. You are with the Skeinz Diaries, episode 194, this lovely Monday, the 19th of September. I hope everything is going well at your place and you're able to join us this morning for a little bit of a catch up on the beginnings of birthday week. I know we kept that quiet. I mentioned it on Thursday, and I'm going to confess the birthday here is one of the things, because of COVID and everything else, and we moved 6 months before COVID. It has been one of those things that we keep often forgetting, and I literally remembered in the middle of the broadcast on Thursday. I thought, it's birthday next week. It's birthday next week. Crazy, isn't it? Absolutely crazy. The actual day of the birthday is Wednesday. 3 years since we've been here in our Superstore in Taradale, but we're going to celebrate all week. So I have been madly trying to get stuff out to you guys this morning. You may have seen that on in your inboxes, and you're going to get bombarded a bit from me this week, but we've kept it pretty straightforward. 10% off everything. Hey Daryl, great to see that you're here. You've started your shopping. Poor Daryl, she had I saw in the speakeasy that you tumbled over at and broke your paw. We can't knit with a broken paw, but we can shop. So we like to see that. Yes, so we're here, and I am literally, once I'm done here, I'm going to be going out and decorating the shop. So funny because it was hilarious. I said to Heather on Friday, because Heather's our arts and craftsy MacGyvery person in store, and one of the things that she loves more than anything else is getting her Kmart on. So I send her off with a work card to Kmart to get all things joyous for the sale, and she has done that. And so we're going to, once I'm done here, I'm going to get out into the shop and we're going to start zhuzhing things up. I can hear her down the back with a balloon pump blowing up balloons. I think there's some streamers. We're just going to zhuzh it up and make it just look a little bit celebratory for the week. So if you are visiting, we'd love to come see you. Anybody that purchases over $100 of anything goes in the drawer to 2 incredible prize bundles, which I'm putting together as we speak. In there is, Heather bought some really fun, funky, just some lollies and silly bits for the birthday, which are nice and bright and fun. I'm pulling together, there is going to be garment packs of some Kelly & Co in there in a pattern. More about that in a moment. And I'm just pulling together other bits and pieces to make these really incredible prize bundles. There's 2 of them, one for the shop and one for online. So if you want to get a bite at both cherries, spend $100 in store or $100 online, and you get to automatically go into that drawer. Easy peasy. So yeah, it's really, really exciting. And I apologize, a link wasn't working this morning. And thank you for the person that alerted me to that very early this morning. So I whipped out a second newsletter for our limited edition dips. So we've got a whole bunch of dips coming this week. I'm just checking to make sure. A whole bunch of dips coming this week. So the first one to go out was pink meringue, which was this one here. And I've just checked, there's only 10 left of these. Utterly beautiful. And these are on our orb base. Divine. We've got more coming across the week. We've got one called Jelly Donut. We've got another one called, I think, Sprinkles, Party Sprinkles, or something like that. They've all named it after party food. I was not involved in the naming, as you may guess. So there will be plenty to be had, and I can let you know about those. And you will see those popping up on social media as the week goes along, and newsletters as they've literally got to be twisted and labelled. They haven't even been done that yet. They've only just all arrived at the mill from Friday. So it's really exciting, super exciting. The other thing that's going to happen, and it's up and live now, I'll be flicking out another newsletter later on, is we've been sitting on this pattern for so long. We got it earlier in the year, and we were wanting to give it a bit of fanfare because we're really excited about it. But we commissioned Cheryl Beckerich, and I've had Cheryl on the show here before, from Wiesel Knits in the USA. She's one of the in-house designers, one of the frequent designers for Cascade. I love Cheryl's work. She's just really classical. She's done the classic swancho, a cabled swancho rather, that I featured before using a Southlander, and I got her. She's does wonderful cabled work, really amazing cabled work. She's got another one called I think it's called Scotch and Whiskey or Scotch. It came out today, a newsletter from her today. So do sign up. Wise our nuts. Anyway, Cheryl, I got Cheryl to design something in our Kelly & Co. especially for us, and she did, and it's called Entwined. It is up on the Kelly & Co. page now and the pattern page. We have had it turned into this wonderful little booklet here, and look at that with Eliza. And this is our lovely Eliza, which you guys haven't met. I'm going to get her actually on the show to have a chat to you. This is the lovely Eliza. Eliza has been with us for 6 months now. I can't believe, I don't know where 6 months has gone, but she joined us right at Epic Sale time. And then when our Damien, at the end of the Epic Sale, our Damien let us know that he was flying the coop off with his partner to Wellington. So Eliza stepped into Damien's role. So she has been out the back, and she is wonderful. And she comes to us from the Netherlands. And so she's been enticed to New Zealand by a good Kiwi lad. And so she is over here. And Eliza is amazing. She is a crocheter, fabulous amigurumi. When she turned up for a job interview, she brought actually in some of her projects that she'd knitted, and they were amazing, absolutely gorgeous. And she is also a qualified chef. So I have to admit, we're all a bunch of foodies here. So she's made us all up our food game when it comes to food. So that's the lovely Eliza. But back to Entwined. So Entwined is a gorgeous pullover. It is designed to be, this is the thing I love about this, it is designed to be unisex. So this can be male or female. We've got a sample in the shop. It's a beautiful sort of slightly wider crew neck. This stunning set of entwined cables with love, hug and kiss cable either side, and a double moss. It is just really classical, really beautiful. It is knit in pieces. It's knit in pieces. It's charted. It's got excellent construction notes. Ethan did the tech editing on this for me as well, and he so I could put it together in the booklet and have it looking spick and span. And as Ethan said to me, and Ethan, believe me, we all know that Ethan is not backwards and coming forwards with his opinions, and his comments were, this is an exceptionally well designed pattern. He was most duly impressed at the quality of the pattern, and he thought it was top notch. So he finished this for me last month. So these are usually $9. So they're pretty good, jolly good value. $9 here in store, but of course, 10% off store wide. So you're going to get that at $9.10, aren't you? Oh no, $8.10. There you go, 90 cents off. So you can pick that up. It is in pamphlet form. If you want it as I haven't got it up onto Ravelry yet. I will get onto that. And I have to figure out how I'm going to do that. Yeah, I have to figure out how to do that actually, because I don't do it with any of the Skeinz patterns. But if you do need this emailed and you don't want a hard copy, because you're not. So if you're just going to buy the pattern, you don't want to spend money for postage, do put in there collect in store and then a note saying with your email address saying you want a soft copy or have it emailed. So do let us know. So we can do that. The other thing though too is you're not going to do that because you're going to buy lots of yarn, and then you're going to want this in there anyway. So there you go. But I am going to send a newsletter out with what the requirements and stuff for that are, so you know how much you need and all the rest of it. But it is on the Kelly & Co page, and all those bits and pieces are there. If you're wanting to knit it, that particular sample is knit in Arthonia, which is the beautiful soft light silver grey. I adore it. I love it. But having a good look at the pattern, because of those lovely cables, it really does suit some of the fairer colours that we have in the range. This one here is one of the new colours. This is Finn. So this is one of the new colours that came in. I think that that would look stunning in Finn, absolutely amazing. It would make it a real classic. It's that beautiful, beautiful denim blue, and it would still show up the cables beautifully. So I have to say this is a hot, hot one for me. The lighter version of the blue, the powdery blue, the Malone, it would look great, or the Ahern if you were wanting it in pink. I think would also look very good. It would look great in lime, which is the really bright green. I think tend to stick to the fairer, finer colours, the lighter colours. It will show that stitch and cabling work really well. I have used Remore, as you know, for two of my projects, both for my cardigan and for my husband's sweater. It would look great in that too. But the one I think it would look fantastic in is this one here. This is Swilly, and it's a real pity because it is one of these yarns that doesn't appear as well, appears so much better in person than it does online. It is a super, super rich cream, and there are just ever so subtle nuances of different sort of riches and creams in this slight little, every now and then there's a slight little blue fleck that pops up in there. This, I think, in that cable design is wonderful. And I think it will give you that whole classic cream cabled look and look thoroughly amazing. And it is this little puppy that is going into those two price packs. So there is a packet of Swilly in each one with an entwined design to win up for grabs. That is in itself an incredible buy. I know one of them has got a needle set in there. In fact, it could be two needle sets. I just need to check stocks and see what I've got for the other one. They're really going to be quite amazing. And I will share those as the week goes on. So if you've already got Kelly & Co in stock and you're looking for something to knit, or you've been wanting to get Kelly & Co and you've been holding off until you've found that perfect thing to knit, Entwined is it, and it would look incredible. If you don't want to do it in Kelly & Co, that's just fine. The other yarn that I think it would look amazing in, and having a look at the gauge and actually having knit a wee swatch for the yarn, is Southlander, especially the Truly Myrtle with the new Truly Myrtle collection. So if you've got some of this and again looking for a project, or you've picked up a whole bunch of Southlander in the Southlander clearance, the 200 ball clearance, I would be using the DK version of our Southlander. That is because it's a wee bit more rustic in the cabling. You're using a 4.5 millimeter needle. You can go up to that needle size using this DK, and the structure will be fabulous. The cables will be fabulous. This is Grace. I love it. It is so pretty. It would be stunning, absolutely stunning and entwined. And if you've been holding off getting any of the Truly Myrtles, all of these are also 10% off for the sale. So it's only this week. Storewide sale starts today, finishes on 25th. What day is that? Sunday. You've got until Sunday, the end of play Sunday. So all across the week. So if you've been wanting to get some Truly Myrtle in your collection, now's the time with 10% off. Right. Progress. Do you want to see my progress? So I've been talking to you, and I've been reading the comments at the same time. It sounds like that Daryl isn't the only one that's had a spot of bother over the weekend. You guys are accident prone. What's going on? Geez, guys. Geez, Louise. Oh, Adele's son's also sporting a cast as well. Oh, good grief. I tell you what, eh? Look after yourself. Spring. I think it's because we're all out and about for spring. Nadine, you want to know when Southlander DK charcoal will be back in stock? That is a really good question. Hopefully soon. I think the charcoal might be quite soon. I know that they've started moving the new ball stocks over, and the ones, anything on a bracken base is what we've got a delay on, because we've had a delay at the scour getting that done. However, I think the charcoal is due back sooner than most. Drop us an email, because we've now got the wonderful Cheryl. She's out there now. Oh my gosh, she's been so good having someone being able to do all your inquiries. It's been great. Just check and let her know how much you need, because we may have a sly ball here in the shop I don't think so, but we might. But failing that, I do know that it is going to. We have got. I think I've got a funny feeling. Fingers crossed. Charcoal is coming through quite soon. I know oatmeal is already. I think it's already been boiled, so that says to me charcoal could not be too far away. I say that, and I could have it completely wrong. This is me, Oh, everyone's here. Yeehaw. Janet, when is Snug going to be back? That's a good. If it's green or cyan, Janet, very soon, because those two I saw at the mill on Thursday. They'd been caked and they were sitting and balling. So that says to me that they're not too far away at all. If those are the colours that you're after. So yeah, I do know the answer to that because I saw them, the little dangles hangling in the boxes when I was there on Thursday. So hopefully that will be. Oh, you need cyan. Yeah. So I would have thought, depending on where they are with balling, hopefully this week, actually, or next week at the latest. It depends if it gets leapfrog for something else. But it's definitely sitting at the finishing area, which means it's imminent, which is good news, isn't it? Right. You want to see my progress on Fox Bay? I made progress over the weekend. It was actually quite nice because all of a sudden I sort of was doing bits and bobs, and I've been waking up quite early. So I've been doing a lot of knitting very early in the mornings when it's peaceful and the children aren't awake and no one is, the only the only ones that are around to sort of annoy me are the cat and the dogs. So I'm knitting, of course, Fox Bay by Erica Knight. And I have run through the modifications which I'm making. To recap, they are my arse. My arse is one whole full size bigger than the rest of me. So I have already gone through my pattern. You can probably see my little annotated notes there in pencil. I've already gone through the pattern. And because this is knitted bottom up in pieces, I am casting on the size in one size, the size to fit my arse, and then I'm doing some decreases to go to the size that fits the rest of me. And I've done those series. I'm doing a series of 5 decreases to decrease 10 stitches across the back, which will take me from one size into the next size. Obviously, I have a swathe of fabric in between to be able to do that, and I completed that over the weekend. So here it is here. Ta-da! There's the back. And you can't actually, I should have actually pressed this before I came so you can see it, but there is ever so slightly a line to the seam. And that is so it can fit my arse. So there it is there. So as you can see, I've done quite a bit. It's just after having knit shoji, just doing something that is plain vanilla stocking stitch has been the nicest thing in the entire world. So I'm been doing one of two things: listening to podcasts or my audiobook, and just absolutely going hammer and tongs with that. So that is where I'm at so far. And I've now also, so this is what, hold on, let's move that over to her. So I've now actually, it's got a V at the back, this deep V neck at the back. So I've just separated for that. And as you can see, when I move my hand, there you go. There's my shaping for the V neck at the back. Just started. So there you go. Just started that. So really happy about that. I'm just rocking along with gas, actually. It's great. Really, really pleased. So I'm really enjoying knitting this, actually. Totally enjoying knitting this. I mean, and this is the trick. I actually saw someone on the speakeasy the other day, and I hope you're watching, Sue, who was just saying that she was sort of she was lost mojo. And, we all do. I do. I lose my mojo all the time. And I look back across my knitting this year, I've really struggled to knit a lot of projects this year, just because I've had a lot on. And this is the first actual large format design that I've cast on for myself all year. I finished shoji this year, but I started it 18 months ago. and I've been doing sort of other things, and yeah, you do. I haven't knit anywhere near to the volume of things that I would normally knit across a year. And it's funny, like I did, it was about this time last year actually, I knit the Nanook in the Kelly & Co. from Heidi Kittermeyer. And I had the same thing actually last year. I sort of bubbled along. I cast that on and just loved it so much. I completed it in less than 2 weeks. And I'm finding the same with this. Now, I'm not going to say I'm going to get this finished in a couple of weeks. I probably won't. But I'm enjoying it so much that it's actually, when I find that I've got a little bit of time, I can eke out sort of 20 minutes here or 10 minutes there. I'm really enjoying just being able to sit down and bang out a few rows, which has been just quite lovely. Really, really lovely. And I am thoroughly enjoying that. So it's nice to actually sort of getting your mojo back a little bit and feeling that good about stuff and having a good knit with this. And I have to admit, I am totally enjoying it. I can't wait to get sort of, the back is the biggest swathe of fabric to finish actually. So once I finish the back, the front, the 2 fronts and the sleeves drop shoulder, so the sleeves are tiny. I know it'll all come together quite quickly. So then my biggest drama will be picking buttons, to be perfectly frank. So yeah, really, really enjoying it. So if you're wanting to have a go at this, if you've lost your mojo a little bit, I do recommend this one. I think it will help just get your spring back in your step, and pick a nice fun color too. That always helps. So, I mean, for me, I was delighted when you guys voted on Diva, because of all the colors, this is the one that I absolutely adored. I really, and actually it's really interesting, Joe's just saying she's knitting Nanook just now and really enjoying it. Exactly, Joe. I've been thrashing mine. I've worn mine so many times. It's been my probably most worn cardigan across the winter. I'm really keen to knit another one. We've got still a few Skeinz 10 plies that were left, that we've left over from the sort of winter, midwinter stitch miss, and there's a color in there that I adore, and it's the lime, and I just am thinking, ooh, I think I might need a lamb cardigan, and that in the Nanook would be incredible. So yeah. Oh, Margaret, you hate pieces. Yeah, it's funny, I've actually really enjoyed going back to them after not knit stuff in pieces for ages. It's actually quite restful. And I like me a good mattress stitch. Call me crazy. Oh, guys saying it's taken ages to get things completed. Redford, oh, you finally got Redford off the needles. Yeehaw, that is Jared Flood. Needs blocking and sewing up. Yep, and you've cast, and I know, Kelly & Co. makes things go so fast. So fast. And Tabitha saying you'll need to knit the Murder Knits cardigan when pattern comes out. Oh, I can't wait, Tabitha. I'd love to have a look at that. Yeah, no, isn't it? Is it really, really? And Liz is designing it. Yes, I'll definitely be keen on that. Isn't it funny, the things that go fast and make you feel good about knitting, like this, for me, rockets off the needles. I know Southland is the same too. Do you guys find that? If I knit anything in Southlander, it seems to go super fast. I know that I went through my chica phase a couple of years ago, and I banged out, like, I think one of the chicas took me like a week. And again, actually, I wouldn't mind doing another one of those actually in Kelly & Co. Actually, oh gosh, look at that. Wouldn't that make an amazing chica? Just saying. Anyway, I thrashed my 2 chicas. I've got one in charcoal and cream, and the other one in charcoal and cream, and the other one is in actually what was Ashford DK, Tekapo DK, and Blossom, which is a very soft baby pink and cream. And I wore the Blossom one over the weekend. I absolutely thrashed them. They're so much fun. Really fun to knit. Actually, what I did do is one of them, I think I wrote it down, I think I changed the needle size on one of them, and I went down a needle size on the charcoal one versus the needle size. I think I went as written for the Blossom, but actually dropped it back a needle size on the charcoal, and I felt I got a better fit. But they were so fast to knit. So fast in it. So make sure you have a look at your queues because there are lots of things. As I said, this is a store-wide 10% off sale. So there are a lot of things that we don't usually put on sale that are on sale. In fact, if you have a look at the sale page, the 10% doesn't apply to anything on the sale page. So you'll see the gift vouchers are sitting on there, obviously. But also too, there are other yarns on there that have got deeper discounts. The reason they're excluded from the 10% off store wide is because there are deeper discounts on those than 10%. So you do need to check those out. There are some really good bits and bobs here. We've got things like our regular needles, our regular straight needles have all got 10% off. All the Knit Pros got 10% off. The Granny McFlitter box have got 10% off. Things that we normally don't have on sale are now on sale. So the biggest thing you have to remember, and I can't drum this in enough, the thing you must remember is you've got to use the code, and the code is birthday. Easy one. Birthday. So when you go to checkout, it will say coupon code, just write birthday in there, and it will take 10% off everything that is eligible. We'll have the 10% taken off, and then you just check out as normal. Do make sure that you do it because we can't apply it retrospectively. Our system is so antiquated, it won't let us do that. So I cannot emphasize enough. You need to make sure you put that code in. Birthday. Easy peasy, and it will do that for you. And so, yeah, get your sale on. Let's see if there's any more of those meringues left. I think they'll be all gone now. Let's have a quick look. Yep, all gone. Look at that. Should we check the nightshade while I'm here? Because they were almost all gone too. Okay. I feel like Ethan. Oh no, there we go. I've got a couple of, there's only a couple of dozen of the nightshades left. They're beautiful. I think you got some of those, didn't you, Delene? They're absolutely gorgeous. So there's only a little bit of those left. As I mentioned, there are more dips coming. So fear not. And then some of those dips may only be exclusive in here in store, depending on the numbers that we've got, you see. So, and if you are visiting, speaking of dips, we do have some dips here in store which are not online because there were only a very small amount of them left. Oh, where are you up to with your own brand winders? Good question, Guy. They're shipping. They're on the high seas. In fact, no, they're not on the high seas. We're just waiting for paperwork to clear, and then they're being flown over. So they're not too far away at all. Fingers crossed. I was kind of hoping to have them here for this week, but you get that on the big jobs. So that's where we're at. Yeehaw. Okay, I'm going to get going because I want to go and decorate the shop. I will talk to you again on Thursday, and I may even come check in with you again earlier as well, depending on how we travel in terms of fun and things to do. But you'll definitely see me in your inboxes, so don't panic about that. I'm going to get a little bombarded from me this week, but that's okay. Then things will go back to normal transmissions from next week. Until then, you have a great rest of week. I won't be staying up tonight, but if you are staying up tonight and doing some knitting, put a little bit of love in for Her Majesty for me. All right. Until then, I'll talk to you again soon. Take care.